50 mermaid inspired crochet ideas, because summer is right around the corner and I ain't playing mermaids by myself. Fun fact, this video includes only 3 patterns, which will be all linked in the description in the order that I mentioned them. Also, this video will be divided by categories which you can skip through in the chapters. We have clothing, accessories, bags, home decor, and miscellaneous. Let's just jump into our first category, clothing. First, we have this summer mermaid top, which is a YouTube tutorial and it is beginner friendly. Then we have this mermaid corset. It wouldn't be a Sylvanis video if I didn't mention a corset, alright? Then we have a mesh tank top. You're going to start noticing a pattern. A reminder that even if it's mesh, you might as well work with cotton for summer. Trust me, I just did that mistake like yesterday. Then we have a mesh top with charms. This one has been on my to-do list, I dare to say, for years now. We have a clam top and I need the gradient version. This one is so unique. I was obsessed with it when I saw it. I'm still obsessed with it. Then we have the siren top. I know, not the same thing as a mermaid. I think we can all agree that fashion-wise they are rather similar. Then we have the super sweet Mirabella top, a mermaid shawl. Then we have the shell skirt, which is a very long skirt and beautiful. Again, these gradients are something else. Then we have the mesh cover-up. I am Portuguese, but I don't think cover-ups are much of a thing here, at least from what I've noticed. Like, I feel like doing one and wearing it, but then like, am I going to stand out? Then we have this ruffle mesh beach skirt. It has a matching top. Looks great. I need it. Then we have the mermaid skirt, because we needed one in this, of course. Moving into accessories. Listen, planning this video caused a severe issue because I added like 20 projects to my to-do list. And let's start with this necklace, alright? So first we have a shell necklace, but I also included a shell choker. I found this very unique coral necklace. Very fashionable, very cute. On the contrary of very fashionable but still cute, a fish scarf. And because we cannot forget that we're playing mermaids, but of course we are the princesses of every ocean, we have a mermaid crown. And because we still need some mesh in our hair, fishnet bandana. And because that's not enough mesh yet, a mesh hat. Also, I found this mermaid tail keychain / hair clip and the iconic accessory of summer, an ankle bracelet. You guys call these anklets or ankle bracelets? Moving into a category that I was not counting on finding so many things. Bags / pouches, alright? First we have the mermaid purse. You know, I think there's an issue with crochet and patterns in general because sometimes I'm not sure if it's the yarn choice or the pattern itself. I think this one, it's both, and I need exactly this one. And then a very unique ocean waves bag. We also have another ocean bag, but this one is made with granny squares. This is going to be the first time I ever say it, but I apologize, but English is not my first language. Ammonite shell basket. Then we have a crochet mesh beach bag. Then we have this ocean bag. Why are they all named ocean bags? This one is the ocean clutch bag. Then we have this mesh beach bag. Why do they all have the same names? Then we have this seashell bag, which is so precious. And a mermaid ripple backpack. This is definitely marketed towards children, but I can assure you that mini backpacks are always in trend. I love mini pouches, especially beach themed. So let's get started. We have the hermit crab pouch, then we have the puffer fish pouch, then we have the whale pouch, but we also have the drawstring version of it, and maybe my favorite, the blobfish pouch. Guys, it's so cute. Moving into home decor. I went wild on the mermaid tail blankets. This is the first one. Simple, easy, will vary on the yarn that you choose, but then if you start now, you might have it ready by Halloween. Or maybe you're like me and you love sunflowers, so we have this mermaid stocking, a mermaid basket. All I can think of is Ariel going through sunken ships and like putting things she finds in the basket. Then we have a seashell coaster or a fish coaster to keep them underwater. I also found the starfish version. I've been wanting to do a jellyfish since I've learned how to crochet. I just haven't come around to do it. But I think this year is the year. Moving into my favorite category, miscellaneous. For those who belong in a room but do not fit in a box. Seashell washcloths. The best thing you can do to your life is to add little things that bring joy even in chores. Or some clamshell scrubbies. You also have these Mermaid hand sanitizer holder or a water bottle holder. You can also make a few trinkets for your mermaid, like we did on our last video, like some colorful seashells, colorful fishes, anemone, thing, a crochet starfish, which can be an applique, and that's it for today. If you'd like to share which project you like most, or if you'll be making any of these, please comment down below. Before I forget, if there is any video in this format that you'd like me to make, also let me know. If fantasy and crafting is something that warms up your soul, consider liking the video and subscribing so we may meet again. You may also find in the description all the links to my social medias, including the Fake Club, aka my Patreon. Thank you so much to my patrons for supporting Sylvanis, it means the world to me. I hope to see you in your next adventure, traveler.